Guten Morgen! All the way from Hallstatt, Austria. I have the new Insta360 Flow Pro. I thought we'd test this all out today and show you some of the new features. So by this point, I feel like we've all heard the saying, the best camera is the one that is on you. And in most cases, that's going to be your smartphone, or in my case, that's my iPhone. And if you've seen any of my most recent videos, I'm trying to build a lighter camera rig across the board. And I've been toying with the idea of only shooting with my phone when I travel now to create content. This is because it's lighter, it has 3 focal ranges, I can edit directly off of it, it has ProRes now, and generally I just draw less attention to me when I have a smaller setup. So for me, tools like this one right here seem very appealing to make my footage look better when I'm traveling. This right here is the brand new product from Insta360. This is the Insta360 Flow Pro. And the reason why this is different than their previous product, because it looks very similar, is that this one pairs directly with your iPhone. So you just tap the NFC here, and now you can use the native iPhone camera app for tracking and shooting video. So let me show you how this works. You take the gimbal, take your phone, you tap it right there. You get a notification, it says tracking dock. It's locating the accessory. So you press connect, it's connecting. See how that light just turned on? That means it is paired successfully. Okay, so now that this is connected, let me show you how this works. So we're gonna take out the tripod right here that's built into the gimbal. We're gonna go put it over here. It is currently locked onto my face and it is tracking me. And because this is using Apple Dock Kit, essentially this can also work with FaceTime, WhatsApp, Instagram Live, YouTube Live. One of my favorite features that I found out while testing this is that you can actually use it in Zoom. So you open up Zoom and you can switch to continuous shooting with your iPhone so that you could do like a presentation and be like, look at all of the interesting things I have, like this Tom DeLonge guitar. Very cool, isn't it? Zoom meeting? But essentially you get the point. It works in other apps as well. Instagram, WhatsApp, you understand. Let's go back to the main camera. The other standout feature of this is that you have a MagSafe mount adapter. So if you have a MagSafe iPhone, you just connect that right there. And now you can connect this like that, and you can just start shooting right away. So this is the primary way that I was using it when I was testing it out and shooting with it on location. I even got to the point where I hung this over the side of a boat, and then I was able to trust it no matter what to get the shot, even when it was above water, risking to lose my phone. Now, I wouldn't trust running and jumping around and doing high action sports with the MagSafe. I would switch to the other mount that they have right here. But in most cases, at least in the cases that I was testing, this worked so well. Yeah. You can do it. All right, you get it. I didn't test it like that previously, but I would trust it after that. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is the actual gimbal itself. It comes in stone gray. It has this transparent backing right there. It's got a hidden hot shoe mount for your wireless microphone. It's got the 3 axes of stabilization right there. This is really cool. Built-in selfie stick, which means you can get high shots, low shots, selfie shots. If you need a bit more of a grip, this just pops out right there, so you have even more stabilization. This turns into a tripod like we saw earlier, and if you pack this all away, like so, fold it up like that, and it just pops right into your pocket. Let's break down the different shooting modes. So it usually starts off in auto right there, and then you just like rotate your thumb or your finger across it. You can switch into follow mode, pan follow, and then FPV to get those, drone-like shots. You press that to record, you press that to switch the camera, you double tap it, and you can go from horizontal to vertical. And the scroll wheel on the side allows you to zoom in, and or if you're in FPV mode, you can literally change the actual rotation of the camera to get the shot that you want. And then you also have the button on the back to hold the shot as you see fit, or double tap it to get the gimbal back to the spot that you want it. I think one of the biggest wins for this gimbal is that it now allows you to track in 360 degrees pan infinitely. You might have noticed in this video, there's a green light right here. It's not on right now, but the moment you connect the phone, it will turn on to tell you that it is connected through DockKit and the NFC to be able to, track using whatever app that you want to be using. And like I showed you before, the actual device can fit inside your pocket, but when I travel, I usually travel with this crossbody bag right here, so that fits in nicely. But I think my favorite feature of this device is that you can use this as a charger for your phone while you're on the go. In my case, I was just in Paris. I spent the full day shooting. I was navigating and my phone died 5 minutes before the Eiffel Tower started to sparkle. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get this shot. And then I remembered it can charge, and I was able to charge my phone, and while it was on for the 5 minutes, got the shot. Obviously, we talked a lot about the main feature of this gimbal, which is that it uses the native iPhone camera app, but actually Insta360 has their own native camera app that unlocks a bunch of shooting potential. So essentially it has Deep Track 3.0. So if we look at this footage right here, it is tracking Lacie even when Joel, the other skater, is going in front. And it will also have re-identification. So let's say Lacie gets out of the frame or you get out of the frame, and the moment you go back in, it knows to be tracking you, not the other person. On top of it, it has gesture control. So if you are shooting, you can put the gimbal down, put your hand up, and then it will start recording and give you notification through the actual light on the camera. So that will start beeping and will let you know that it is shooting. It even has animal tracking. So in the footage that you see here, we are tracking a horse, and as it's moving around the entire field, it is locked on the horse. Within the app, you have a few different shooting modes. So you have dolly zoom, you have cinematic mode, you have panoramic photos, you have moving time lapse, and a bunch of other ones that you can explore. It also has an AI editing feature, so you just select the clips that you want. It will even analyze that and pick a vibe that you think is best for the video. It will render it, and then you can post that to social media. Here's an edit that I made from my time in Hallstatt, Austria. So final thoughts, the gimbal comes in at $149 USD. I feel like there's a ton of value to elevate your phone footage as well as your storytelling techniques for roughly this price tag. With that, you get the gimbal itself, you get this travel soft bag, and you get this mounting clip. But if you do want the MagSafe mount, you'll have to buy that separately. And there's also additional accessories like this mountable light. I do want to note that this gimbal was made primarily for iPhone users, so it will work for Android users. It just won't pair using the NFC to use the native Android app. So if you want to get the full potential, you'll have to be shooting with an iPhone. That is the video right there. If you guys want to go and check out the commercial that we shot for the Insta360 Flow Pro, I will link it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to learn more about this gimbal, links below. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified for future videos, and we will most definitely catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, I feel like I'm going to be repeating what so many people say, but if you haven't heard the quote, the best phono